Good morning, everyone. Well, my daughter gave me her cough, and I'm not happy about it. But you know how kids are, even when they're older. I am scrapbooking the girl twin, and I had done these of her brother already, and so I was going to use the my this month's collection obsession, but I'm pretty much wallpapering because there's so many pictures that I could not cover up my Mente like that. So I just decided I'd pull out the Simple Vintage Spring Garden that I used last month for my collection obsession, and I'm going to do it very similar to her brother's. And oh, also I bought this collection and then I bought the basics kit, and I've used almost the whole basics kit, and I've only used 2 pieces of the original kit. So I think if they have gingham, maybe I don't need the other, because it's like I'm looking through it, it's like, oh, I want the gingham. Looking through it and I want the gingham. Okay, so I have the lighter version of this that I have on the background. So the background looks like this. It says, can I see this one? Dictionary of Gardening. It's kind of hard to see on the dark. And then, so here's the color I'm using. And so this is going to be my second page, and just like his, I matted the first one, and I'm not going to mat this one. Sorry, I had to get that. My cleaning crew. So I'm going to be using some of the Rub-Ons again. I really love the Rub-Ons. I just got to remember to use them. And here's what I've done. It's like when I laid it out, how I'm going to lay out, I realized it was 4 up that I start my design. So I'm going to do that again, and I'm going right over to the edge and some of my designs on the edge. Now, I had cut this down, and then I decided, I think I'm going to use this too. So I'm going to do my best to make it connect. I think it will. And I'm going to get at it. I do realize that the popsicle stick works the best, but boy, I want to use that bone folder. I really like that. I do like using the Rub-Ons part of it because it's so satisfying. Something about it. Let me see if I got anything going here. Just like when you do heat embossing, just watching that turn glossy and and everything. I love that too. Doing well. Okay, I'm gonna get that out of here. Okay, now I'm gonna continue. Well, I rolled it up. I'm gonna lift it up. The butterfly's wing might not be perfect, but actually it went back down. It looked like it was fine. So hopefully it is. There was one extra butterfly down at the bottom of this, but I really didn't need it there because of the other things I'm putting on the layout. Let's see if I got everything there. I really wanted to use this shovel before because it was just so cute. got that on there. Okay, and then I'm gonna put one down here, the boots. Oops, if I can stop juggling it. And I'm gonna put it right down here at the bottom. And again, I'm gonna overlap into my mat. And I did glue this down here, but I didn't glue this down. So I think I'm gonna squirt a little glue underneath there because I didn't even think about doing the bottom. Even though I knew I was putting this way down here. Okay. I'm sure that will be much better. I'm just trying to put the lid on my glue. Okay. This is such a pretty collection. But obviously the gingham's my favorite. I didn't need all the other pieces. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. I do love gingham. It's like one of my favorite things. Ginghams and flowers. All different sizes. Okay. There's just a little bit here on the edge. Okay. All right. So now we're ready to put some photos on here. And on this is going to be a double page too. Okay, so I'm going to go, again, I looked here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to be on the 5th one and come down like one square. Oh, and when I trimmed it so that it would still end up centered, I took, you know, a row off over here and a row off over here. Even though I actually cut a little bit into that second row, but it was my goal to get it straight. Okay. And maybe I can pull this one down a little bit and this one up a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. And because this is getting so many pictures, I'm not matting the photo. Any of the photos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm gonna put it, I'm gonna slide it down a little bit. And this one, I'm gonna slide up a little bit. And it should be 5 over. Oh, I think I better pull this one down too. I think this one I actually had planned on having down just slightly. Okay, because I do have embellishments. It's going to go up on that edge. Okay. There. Okay, and again, I have them, they must have found everything in the front yard because I see they have eggs in there, and now they're going to the backyard. So I might have these out of order, but who knows, who knows. Okay, and then I am pulling this in a little bit. And I'm just looking to line up, you know, the gingham does make it easier to line things up. Okay, and this one is gonna go up a little higher. Or no, these ones I think I want exactly in the same spot. Okay, I think that's good there. Okay, and hopefully I didn't cover up, or hopefully I didn't get the tape too far into the middle of that. Okay, now I have this bingo card, and I'm gonna tuck this in here. So again, I'm gonna cut half of this off, and you know, I might use it for something else, who knows. Okay, because I'm gonna tuck it under here. I'm just building up layers. So even though I love the gingham, I am going to cover up some of it. Okay. And then I have this little petunia pack. And again, I could probably cut some off because I probably have tape further in. Excuse me. Sorry, I don't mean to bark at you. I went to this sale with my daughter, and I know one time I was like very close to her face and she coughed. It's like, oh no. Okay. And then I have this here, one of the tags. Oh, the tag page was one of them that I've used. Okay, and I think on this one, I think I'm going to use the blue because we have green, we have pink here, so I think it'd be good to pull in some blue. And this is that twine that I got at Hobby Lobby. It's like called Brother Sister, and it unravels quite a bit, so I do tie the ends and give it looks like a little tassel. I actually decided I like that, whether it frays or not, so I do that even when I don't have a fraying twine now. I like how it looks. So it's got a cute end, whether I tie it or just just do the lark's head through the hole. But I think this one I'm going to tie on this side. And then on the other side, I'll probably just pull it through like a lark's head, so it's just a little different. I know on Aiden's I put a brad in his, but I'm going to put a brad somewhere else on hers. Okay, and then I just keep adjusting until it's the size I like. It says Happy Spring on there. I think I'm going to cover up the corner of that. Okay, I think that's good right there. Okay, and then let's see, what else do I need over here? Okay, I'm putting a carrot over here. I'm putting a bunny up here. Where am I putting this bee? I think I'm putting the bee over here. I'm just pulling out all the little things that I had planned for this side. This little thing here, it's actually a brad with a butterfly on it, and another butterfly. And what else am I looking for? Little blue heart. And is that everything I need for this side? I think so. Okay. So on her brother's, I also put a carrot. I just think they're adorable, and I got them from Hobby Lobby. They had them on sale right before Easter, and I love pulling in the wood veneer, and you could paint it or probably use a marker on it. I just like it plain sometimes, and today I'm using it plain, and I want to turn it this way. Or over here. I think I'm going to put it right here, kind of on the edge. And I got a little too much glue. And then I have this little bee, and I'm going to stick that right here, kind of on the corner of the tag. Okay, and I have this little butterfly. Now when I put down a butterfly, even if it's a half of one, I will put this, the body part, I'll glue that down, and the other part I'm going to put some dimensionals on. And you know, I picked up the other day, so of course they're not right in front of me. You know, usually I have everything in front of me. But I haven't got all the baby stuff put away that I was using. And I'm really excited to play with that, but I thought, oh, I gotta do one of my collection obsession. I gotta do my collection obsession, and then I ended up not using it. I'm using the old collection obsession, which I guess I hardly even got into except for these ginghams. But that's all right. I'm sure I will use them sooner or later. Okay, and I'm just gonna put it right here on the edge, and then the body part's down and the wings up a little bit. And then I have the little butterfly brad, which is so cute. And maybe I'll just kind of stick it right over that 50. And then I have another wood Janet always calls it wood veneer, but it's really just a piece of cut wood, I guess. Maybe it's like, it might be layers. I don't know. But they're super cute. I love them. And I'm going to put that right there. And I don't have that part glued, but it looks like it's okay because it's not really onto that part anyway, but I will fix that later. And then I'm putting the little blue heart right in front of him, kind of up in front of his nose. Okay, and then down here I've got this floral, and I've got an egg. And what else do I have for this area? Oh, and then I have a little blue brad that says postcard, which is just so cute. I could have liked about 20 of those. I love postcards and stuff like that. Mail. Okay, so I'm gonna put this rose right here. Whoops, not right there, because I don't want to cover up her basket there. So I'm going to bring it down just a little bit. And then one of the Easter eggs. So I should have 3 pieces of wood here. Okay, and I'm just going to tilt it. And I'm going to cough again. Okay, so then I'm putting that little blue brad right here on the flower just a little bit. Okay, and now what do I have for this corner? Okay, so now I'm going to put the title right here, and it's going to go over the stuff I just put there, but you'll still see it because part of my title is, you can see right through it. So I'm going to use Happiness, which is from the foam stickers. And I'm gonna line it up with the gingham again. If I can stop coughing enough to do that. Okay, I had to cough, so I had to pause. Okay, I had put this down here, and I think my title is Happiness is the Hunt. And I think I need to pull it up here a little bit, because otherwise this or the T or the I is going to end up right on top of that little bird perch on the birdhouse. So I'm going to pull this, I mean, it pulled up a little bit, but you know, it's a rustic look anyhow, so that's not going to bother me. So I'm going to put this here, move everything up a little bit, and actually put it right up against the picture. And then I'm going to put the right here. And the is in it. I'm sure it looks like black on the video. but it's actually purple. I thought she's got the little purple in her dress. I thought this would be a cute color to add. Okay, this IS might be a little bit hard to read because where it's at on the birdhouse. But yeah, it's still showing up here. Okay. And then, I don't remember, did I have to glue these before? Because they're not sticking to the wax paper, but I don't remember if I end up having to use glue on them or not. Okay, so I thought I would just go ahead and line this up with the door. I even thought about putting it on the door after I seen that was gonna blend in with that birdhouse. Okay. And these are those simple stories that I pulled into even today's or this month's collection obsession because they're Easter and spring colors. Sorry. Okay, so I've got this butterfly and I'm going to put that there, and again I'll glue it in the middle and use some dots. Now these butterflies are big enough I can use one of these big foam dots on it. And maybe the bottom part's a little smaller. I think I'll use, is this another size? Nope. Okay, where's my next size? Smaller. This one here. Where is it? Nope, it's the exact same size. Okay, I thought I pulled out a different size here. Well, I'm just using it. Okay, it works. Yeah, I was wondering if I had to, I just might have to burnish them down a little bit. I'm so stuck to it. Okay. Yeah, I told my daughter, I says, I have a cough. Do you know where I got that? And she goes, oh yeah, from the family who keeps on giving. I feel bad for them because they've all been sick, like all winter, it seems like. Hopefully it won't continue. I pray it will not continue. Okay, and then I've got the big brad that has a bunny on it. Because you know Alex is the bunny. She's the one who's got a little bunny that she slept with ever since she was little. And then I've got the little bee that I'm going to put right above the bunny. Okay. And let's see. I've got a little gingham heart here. Do I have a plan for that? I have to look at my little cheat thing here. I do not see where it goes. Huh. I don't know. Okay, I'll just save it here in case I figure out where it goes. Do I want it over here? Because over here I kept thinking it needs something else. Or I'm putting it there. Okay. Okay, so that is the left side. Now we're going to get to the right side. So cute. I love that gingham paper. And okay, now I get to switch these out. Okay, now I have more photos. I said, how come we don't get as many photos of Aiden as we do Alex? And she said, well, it's hard for him to hold still. Okay, so let's see. Here she's collecting eggs. I think it was here. And here she put down the basket to go get something. So I think, and then this looks like it was next. So I'm trying to get them in a sequence. I think this is how it goes. And I gotta find my other cheat picture. Okay. Because I don't think I layered any of these on top of each other, except for the bottom I pulled up a little bit. Okay. So this time it looks like I'm in 4. Is that right? No, it has to be 3. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry about all the barking I'm doing. I'm not a very obedient barker. Stop. And it's supposed to get almost up to 80 today, but it is cold right now. So I still have on my thermal shirt. Okay. And then on this one, I'm going to be, looks like just one on each side. So now Alex, her and Aiden's been wearing glasses for a long time, and but here she does not have them on, and I don't know if she had broke them or what. Now I don't know if I'm over this far. I think I said 1. Was it one dark one? Okay, well, we're gonna see here in a minute. Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to overlap it a little, because otherwise, maybe I cut one a little shorter. I don't know. I thought I had it lined up good. I gotta see where I'm at on this one. See if I'm in the right place. Oh, nope, I'm not. Okay, so I only have room for 1 gingham line. Okay. See, for some reason, oh, look at this. I actually have a piece of, I just bought a brand new cutter, and I love it. But I noticed the other day I was leaving a little bit on there when I got done, so I don't know why that was. Okay, that should be good there. I'll try not to put them upside down. And hopefully now they all fit. I'm going to slide this one under just slightly, because I think should be up to the edge here. Oh, I guess it is butted right up there. Okay. Okay, so now we got it all there. Okay, so let me get rid of my invisible ruler. I have my rub-on here, and I need to put it back on this thing before I put something on top of it and it sticks. Okay, and there's my little ones, my little dimensionals. Okay, so I'm going to use some wooden Easter eggs, some more brads, another ticket, a happy Easter, a little cup, bunny tail, a little heart, a little chicken, another brad, and some more hearts. Okay, that should get me going. Okay, so I am going to cascade these down the edge. Oh, this is the same on either side. Oh, nope, it's not. This one has more detail. I'm so happy I found I love the wooden veneer pieces, or little wood pieces, and it's just a different texture and it's dimensional. I love that. Okay, I'm gonna come over the picture a little bit and tilt it. Okay, and I'm gonna use this one. And just your Scotch quick dry will hold it down without any issue. And I heard that they had them at the Dollar Tree, but I couldn't even, or you know, different wood veneers, but I think one time I might have found some and then I haven't seen any. Okay, and then that one there. So they just kind of turned back and forth. Okay, and then I have the big, it's like a rose. And let's see, I think I'm going to put it here. And then this little pearl colored one just above it. Okay, and then I'm going to use this little cup over here. I don't want to cover, this must have been something she got for Easter. I don't know if she's coloring it or what. And then I'm going to put this little bunny here, kind of on the edge. So I think I'll bring the little cup down a little bit. Move my stick there. Okay, so I think I'll put it about here. And then I have the little bunny. Yeah, it's so funny because she's 9, but she still carries that that best loved bunny. He looks like he's best loved. Okay, and then these pom-poms, there is a string in the middle that holds them together. And so I'm going to be very careful not to cut that. But I'm going to cut some of that off. Do I have my little black scissors here? No. Okay, so I'm gonna cut some of this off and being very careful not to cut that center, otherwise I will have to start over. Okay, I think I got a good amount off, and looks like that little piece is still intact. Okay, so I'm gonna put the little bunny tail here. Give it a good push. Oh, maybe I'm going to turn it this way. It looks like it needs to go this way. Okay, it looks like it soaked it all up, so I'm going to give it a little more. And this will hold it on too. I'm always amazed at how many things that glue holds on. Okay, I'm going to give it a push and then just leave it there, because as long as I don't keep pushing it off, It should be fine. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Okay, and I have this heart. And where did I put that? I think it's over here by this bunny. But I can't see it on my little cheat picture. I think it's supposed to go right here. Okay. Okay, and then I have this tag that I'm going to go ahead and put some ribbon in it. Okay, and on this one, I think I'm going to use this pink. Because the tag is mostly blue. Got both my scissors here because one of them is for fabric and one is not. So I just got to make sure I don't touch those fabric ones when I'm trying to cut paper. I would not be happy with myself. Okay, so this one here I am going to just do the lark's head through. Just kind of changes it up a little. Okay, and this one I'm going to tuck underneath here, as long as it's not, I might have to cut off some. Okay, so I'm going to do that. So in this one, because one of the, it was 30 days of sketches, and I used, I think, 5 of the tags. So this is probably the most tags I've ever used from a collection. Pretty happy about that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something where I use them because they're so cute. I always love the tags, and then I get all done and I haven't used any. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. And then you'll notice in the pictures I will probably glue this down somewhere. Okay, and now what do I need on this page? Okay, so over here I am going to use this little yellow heart, and I'm gonna put it where it overhangs the tag onto the gingham, and this one below it. I want it over here where I think I'm gonna let it touch that little blue reinforcer, faux reinforcer, and then I have an enamel dot that I'm gonna put right here, and then we have the little chickie popping out of the egg, so that's my other wood veneer piece. And this one, I'm gonna put it right next to that enamel dot, brad. Okay, so I got that there. And then I have this Happy Easter. And I'm gonna plop that right here, so it's kind of in 3 of the pictures where you can see it overlapping in the screen and then in the mulch. Again, I'm just using the, it's called tacky glue now. It used to be called quick dry. Right on here where the H is on both pictures. Okay. And I think that is it. So now I've got one done for each of them. And we'll have close-ups at the end, and I'm going to glue this down. And if you haven't seen me do this before, I usually I decide how it's going to go. And now this one I'm going to do a loop, but I'll glue down the pictures. And so I just kind of draw a line and then lay it in there. It's pretty easy. Okay, so thank you for joining me. And I will have the close-ups at the end. And I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be doing scraps to embellishments. And that will be super fun. I love doing that, scraps to embellishments. Okay, so I will see you then. You have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye-bye.